Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Pantera again. This time we're doing audio only for the song Shattered. Here we go. Okay. The most recent sound that we just got from vocals, that's what I remember most, I think, from that first reaction. So the initial voicing was not what I expected. This opening, I mean, it literally starts at 0-1 seconds. It was giving me, oh golly, I'm not a gamer. Let me just preface this. But it does give me the vibes of I don't know, some of the old consoles and some of the old games that I just remember when I in the 90s. Hold on. We're gonna listen again. There's something, hold on, this might take me a while. There's something, I don't know if it's in the cymbals that I'm hearing. There's something different with the timing that makes it not feel like a straight 4 count. It's obviously I know it's happening on every beat, but it's like this little, I don't know, tinge of sound it's got my brain all jumbled. I promise this is the last time. It's kind of addictive. It's so faint. So in my mind, I'm like, dun, 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 dun. So again, I know we're getting a lot of percussion on every beat, but there's just something, I don't know. It's got a little bit of, I don't know, it's drawing me in. I don't know why I said cymbals. I think it's just because of the sound itself. It felt so high. I imagine something happening in a synthesizer or guitar or something like that. You guys can let me know whatever I'm hearing. I promised I wouldn't go back, so we're not going to. Here we go. That last section was the sort of video game vibes I was talking about. 30 seconds in, and I already feel like there were two very distinct sections, and now this voicing, it's been a really long time since I've listened to Judas Priest, but from what I'm remembering from that reaction, there's a thinness in this sound that's reminding me of that reaction. straight into an incredible, like, rock mix. We got vibrato in there and everything, so it almost felt like it was just high enough to where he could really thin out the sound, still in mix, but maybe just a little bit more head dominant. And then of course we were getting some more texture, more of like a screaming effect, and then he just locked in and we got this gorgeous vibrato and like a really sustained singing tone. It also sounds like it's sitting a little further back in terms of placement. I'll have to look up a live performance of this song because I can imagine he's just putting everything so far forward initially and then just lets it relax and open up so that we get that really rich sound. Still in mix, still very high, but it's got a little bit of added depth. One more time. Oh, I love that. I love the timing of that. Just complete silence, and here we go. His voice is gorgeous. I know I said that last time too. It's just, it's so warm and buttery, even though I know we're not getting that style per se in this song, but just the core sound when he was in mid-range, it's so lush and so inviting. It's genuinely, it's so gorgeous. His transitions, my goodness. I mean, you really would believe this is just 5 different people singing. Let me get that. That was insane. It happened so quickly. And it was so gradual that it like took me completely by surprise. And then to pop back up. Hold on, that one sounded a little different than the first one when he went up. Doesn't it? It kind of sounds like there's harmonies. I don't know if I'm just hearing overtones or if like he dubbed himself, like duetted himself on this recording. Maybe he can do like, what is it, polyphonic singing? I don't know. Hold on, I'll get back into that transition. The silence, again, these pauses, they're so, well, cutoffs really, they're so tight, and then they come in just, it's so pristine. I'm out. I need that again. I love this. They only slowed that down a little bit, but they completely changed the whole feeling of the song with just I don't know, bringing out more of, not necessarily bringing out more of the bass, but allowing the bass to dictate the movement of the song. I don't know if that's a good way of describing that. I'll play it again. Let me correct myself. Not the bass, the feeling of bass. I don't even know if I'm hearing what I'm hearing. I don't play any stringed instruments. But that percussive like bass sound that's keeping the beat, that feels like the driving force. And we have this sort of like, I'm gonna call it a scratching effect. I know that's not a thing, but the I can't even do it with my mouth. That sort of like vibration on top of it. That would make for such a great vocal warm-up when you're doing like tongue exercises, because getting that dexterity, like especially if you were like flipping front to back, like digga, so you've got like dental T, you know, flipping of the tongue in the front and then the root of the tongue using the G, digga 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 digga. I don't know that I could do it fast enough. I'm gonna try. Nope. Hold on. Let me get into it. Join me if you wish at home. I used to pride myself on being so good at this. I have some work to do. T's and D's that are nice and forward, and then ga or guz, maybe a K sound, but yeah, if you can go back and forth, dang, I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay, sorry, distracted. We'll keep going. Did it again, those harmonies on top. I need to know how that's done. I like the choice to do a descending line right before that. That was really pretty. Hearing that very last guitar line, now I'm wondering if the guitar was doing the harmonies with him. I'm gonna have to look up a live performance of this one, not only to see what's happening with the vocals, but I imagine watching them all play, they must have so much energy, and what I hear in the guitar and in the drums, everything, it's incredible. So I can only imagine how much more powerful it is to see live. I know I was smiling a lot and it did not at all suit the song, This is one of those songs in which, even though I could hear and understand the lyrics, there was just so much skill displayed in the music, both vocals and instrumentals. So I imagine once I've gotten over that shock and the surprise of what I was hearing in the music, I'll have a fuller picture of the song, and I'll be able to sort of separate my initial shock from the piece as a whole, so that I can hear the piece as a whole as it was intended, instead of just being amazed by skill. So I have to listen to this a few more times to get there. That's it for today, though. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for listening with me. I almost said watching. Hopefully, I will see you next time.